Shalom, Brother Yari, Brother Yinium. Just come with a quick news report. I pray it be edifying to the flock. Before I get started, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rahakodash. Double honors to apostles, the elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. This news report just, it's just more things are happening out here in this world. Things are going to get real tough. It's going to get real tight for a lot of people out here. So this is why we're out here trying to tell you so-called Black, Hispanics, Native Americans, you Israelites, to come back to your God in power, Yahweh and his son, who the world inwardly calls Jesus, Yahweh Shai. Come back, because it's going to be real tough out here in these next coming year or two. It's not going to be pretty. This high inflation is hitting everybody across the board. And this is why when we see these things in the news, we got to bring out the scriptures with it to show you that the Bible explains this, what's going on, that you see in the news. And it tells you what's coming. It's all prophecy. Revelations 19, Revelation 19, verse 18? If I'm not mistaken. Let me not, Slacking. Revelation 19:10. I'll read it. Revelation chapter 19, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am the fellow servant of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. So we're supposed to be in these prophecies to the best of our abilities and bringing them out, showing you through the scriptures what you're seeing happening in the news. And there's a lot of stuff happening, a lot, so much, brothers are making videos upon videos, morning, noon, and night, because there's so much going on. So this is just something else that's going on. It's not new. Like I said, all these other countries are going through this same things you see in this news report, going into inflation and food shortages. But this is something that's being talked about a lot, and it's not going away. So, and what you're seeing in the news report that I'm about to show is going to lead to all types of craziness out here in the near future. Let me get the scripture right quick, and then I'll go into the news report. This is 2 Ezra chapter 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. So that's what's coming. That's what's coming. And this news report ties into that. So check this out.
In other global news, food inflation in Canada is outpacing wage growth and workers are feeling the strain. From grocery bills to housing costs, many Canadians are struggling to make ends meet, fueling a wave of labour unrest across key industries. Recent reports show grocery prices have surged 20% since 2021, while wages have only increased by 12%. Over the past 3 years, this gap has created a real financial strain for Canadian families, with many workers finding their purchasing power sharply eroded. These soaring prices have sparked frustration among the people, contributing to 4 major job actions in just 4 months, as workers demand higher wages to catch up. The Canadian Union of Postal Workers, which represents 55,000 workers, is calling for a 24% pay increase over the next 4 years, citing the high cost of living. Food prices are not the only concern. Housing costs are also a major burden. Average asking rents in Canada declined slightly in October. They are still up by 22% compared to 2 years ago. Despite the efforts by the Bank of Canada to reduce interest rates, housing remains at its least affordable level since 1990. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's government has announced billions of dollars in relief measures, including direct payments to workers. But many Canadians feel the disconnect between positive economic data and their everyday life struggles. Even with wage growth for permanent employees at 4% year over year, many workers are still falling behind. And as the Canadian economy slows, experts predict that wage growth could soften in the coming months, further deepening financial anxiety. Meanwhile, Canada Post, which has been hit by a national strike for over a week, is seeing a sharp decline in parcel deliveries, with the strike coinciding with the busy Black Friday shopping season. The company says it has already lost nearly 10 million parcels, disrupting online orders for many Canadians. As the holiday season approaches, the pressure is mounting on both consumers and workers, with inflation still outpacing wages. Many Canadians are feeling the pinch. Labour disputes continue to disrupt services, and the government faces growing calls to address the widening gap between costs and incomes.
Over several weeks, frugal this year. So because of high
Now you heard it. You heard what they said. I mean, people can't afford to get the food that they need in Canada. They're really having a hard time. You got people, back in the day, you had people working one job, were able to pay their bills and pay for groceries for their family. Nowadays, you got people, one job, they can barely pay rent or mortgage. Got people working two jobs, still struggling. The inflation has gone up so much. And yes, we've done videos on this topic before. And we're going to still keep doing videos on this topic and other topics that come up in the news. Because the Bible's repetitive, we're repetitive. We're going to talk about this stuff on multiple occasions. Because hopefully you get it. If you're of that number, if you're of the elect, if Yahweh Shemashai has given you the eyes to see, the ears to hear, you'll get it. Now I went to the comments. If you see this person, Louis Moreau, he said, "This is not accurate. I live in Canada and the grocery prices have doubled in price." So these prices have doubled, and it's not just Canada. It's here in America, Babylon. It's in the UK. It's in France, Spain, Germany. All these different countries are feeling the same pressure, and it's not going away. It's going to keep building up. It's going to keep building up until it pops off. It just is what it is. But these are the prophecies that the Bible is going into, especially in these end times that we're in. This is what's going to help lead to World War III or Armageddon. It's coming. You see news reports, people talking about World War III. World War III it's in the air. It's on people's minds. So it's just a matter of time. But again, there's going to be shortages of food and want of bread and water. And it's going to lead, like Scripture says in 2 Ezra 15, verse 19, it's going to lead to neighbors ransacking their neighbors' homes just to get what they need. And probably deleting those said neighbors if they need to. If the spirit is on them, that spirit of vengeance, if that's on them, that's what's going to happen. So times are going to get rough real soon. So all this playing that a lot of these other Israelites are doing out here, all this line dancing and whatnot, is going to be it's not the time for that bull crap. So, hey, get with it. You know, watch the videos from the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone, and the brothers that come in the same spirit. If you still watching those other camps, stop watching them. They're not giving you that 100% truth. What's going to help you survive out here? I pray that I was edifying to the flock. In closing, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, or HaKodash. Double honors to apostles, elders, Great Millstone. Shalom to the whole select. Till next time. Shalom.